guys, how are you all? Today we're looking at Sword Art Online episode 10 and 11. And I haven't done Sword Art Online videos for like 2 weeks now, but I'm really happy to be getting back into it. Lots of stuff happened in the past 2 weeks. We got really into like the Sinon and Kirito relationship, friendship, whatever that is. And then we got more stuff with Death Gun. So in these 2 episodes, we got to see a very weak and fragile and girly side of Sinon. And I understand that there are moments of vulnerability for each character, but personally, I really feel like Sinon is only acting that way just because Kirito is the wish-fulfilling hero protagonist badass. Like recently, in episode 24 of Mahoka Koko no Rotose, if any of you guys watched that, Tatsuya, the main character, he went into like super OP, like god mode at the end of the episode. And I like Tatsuya as an OP character a lot more than Kirito, because with Tatsuya, he's not very heroic per se, and he's just not really your average hero. Like, he's very subtle about it, and the storytelling is very subtle about putting Tatsuya's abilities out there. Whereas in Sword Art Online with Kirito, every single time there's like an action thing or someone needs saving, Kirito is there. And I feel like Kirito sometimes, he doesn't really have his own ambitions or like desires when it comes to this. He just kind of goes along with the story and he just does whatever the story needs him to do, and he just kind of like embodies that entire hero role. So he's kind of like generic and there isn't much to him. I mean, yes, Kirito does look different in this season, and yes, Kirito has new weapons, but Kirito doesn't really have much of a personality, to be honest. And I understand a lot of guys relate to Kirito because they gave Kirito games. They would love to be in a game world. Kirito's a hardcore gamer. But I mean, below that and past all the gaming stuff, what is Kirito's character? He gets like super friendly with Sinon, and like for some reason it's okay for Sinon to be like laying her head on his lap. Does it make it okay just because Kirito looks like a girl in season 2? Like, I really don't think like that's comfortable. I don't know. And of course, because Kirito is the harem protagonist, he hasn't made it known to Sinon that he has a girlfriend in real life and he has a wife in the video game world, and he just, is he okay with being a girl in GGO? So like, we kind of slow down a lot because Sinon ends up being saved by Kirito from Death Gun, and they're kind of hiding out, and they're kind of like regrouping, planning, kind of just like getting to know each other. So more stuff from the SAO past comes. I forgot to mention this in like prior videos, but I actually really like seeing the SAO scenes in GGO because we get to see more of SAO with like new revamped animation, and it actually makes everything in SAO a lot more crisper. So I thought the dungeon scenes, they looked amazing, and I kind of wish they had more like flashback scenes because I really wanted to see more of that. In episode 11, we get to see more of Asuna and the other people kind of talking about Kirito being in GGO, and you know, because Kirito wants to keep them out of it and keep them out of harm's way, he doesn't tell them about GGO, and that kind of bothers me because I've always liked my characters to kind of like touch base with each other. I thought Sinon was pretty strong at the beginning, and the story didn't really make me feel like Sinon was just acting strong. I felt like she was generally very strong within the game, so I didn't think she would like freeze up even though she was up against a very tough opponent, especially because she's holding Hikari, her really awesome sniper gun. Sinon is really into the game, and I feel like she doesn't have that much of a reason to be. I understand that Sinon wants to like escape from reality because she has a really traumatic past, but with Kirito, like, he has all his memories from SAO, so it makes more sense of why Kirito has a bit of a problem detaching his game avatar identity from his real world identity, versus with Sinon, I feel like she just really wants to get away from the real world, and I really have no idea why she's always like, oh yeah, like, it's really serious within the game. Sometimes I really feel like I'm a sniper. Like, I understand when Kirito says he feels like a swordsman because he's lived like 3 years like that. But for Sinon, I feel like nothing in the story has fleshed out the character enough for me to sympathize with her feelings and just in general like her fear. I feel like the audience is a bit disconnected from Sinon because she just kind of ended up being another one of Kirito's harem girls. Versus at the beginning there was so much hype over her because she was like a very strong character. Definitely there are like more details in the light novel with Sinon, I think. I do think it's a little hard to create well-rounded and strong characters in SAO just because Kirito is so OP, and I just feel like I don't like the balance of how the genders have been done. And I know that goes without saying into like harem anime because it's always like a bunch of girls fawning over like one guy, but you know, with this like kind of fantasy or like supernatural video game setting, I thought there would be more of like an equality, kind of like an even playing field in terms of strength, and not just physical strength, because I'm pretty sure that Sinon can match Kirito in like a physical gun battle, but you know, in like mental and emotional strength. And I don't like how SAO kind of portrays the girls that have really like weak mental mindsets or just like very weak emotional dispositions, women can be very emotionally strong, even in like a male world, especially if it's like a video gaming world. Not to say that there aren't already girls in video games, but just like GGO itself is a more male-oriented space, and I really wanted to see Sinon flourish as a very strong and like feminist kind of character, or just, you know, a strong character in general. Like when you watch like Shingeki no Kyojin, Mikasa is just crazy badass, and she's the one that's like saving Eren all the time. With SAO, I feel like it's the same thing with all of the female protagonists so far. They end up being like really strong, meet Kirito, become the damsel in distress, and then stuff happens after and they kind of fade a bit. I did like, however, in episode 11, where Asuna is taking some action in the real world. She kind of approaches the guy that hired Kirito. She's like pretty firm about like making sure Kirito is safe. So I like seeing that kind of strong side emerge out of Asuna. And I feel like Asuna is really taking on that role of like wife and like, I guess, mother to Yui and like girlfriend, and she's just a very like solid figure right now in Kirito's life. So it's nice to see her kind of step out of the supporting character background and into the foreground of the story. So anyways, these are my thoughts on Gun Gale Online episodes 10 and 11. A lot of stuff happened with Death Gun, a lot of like reveals. I didn't really touch on those because I didn't think you guys needed a recap. I'm guessing most of you guys have probably like watched the episode before you guys come watch my reviews. So I just kind of wanted to give you my thoughts on how I thought characters were developing or progressing. I do hope that Sinon kind of bounces out of her vulnerability side and gets back into that really tough, cool, level-headed sniper kind of girl, because I did like that about Sinon at the very beginning. And I'm looking forward to seeing Sinon and Kirito partner up again, less talking, more action, and, you know, more reveals about Death Gun, because that is the overarching mystery. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, don't forget to hit like or subscribe for more from me. We've gotten into that half mark a bit and things haven't gotten like crazy weird yet. So don't forget to check in for more videos every week, and I will talk to you guys in my next video very soon. Bye! I have some new posters on the side here. Yeah, I am a really big Nagino Asukara fan, so that's why this is here. And I have a panda on the side. I don't know if this gets in the shot, but this is my panda.